afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, beta. How are you all?
Good morning, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Whose morning is still going on?
Not mine.
Yours, Ridyansh. You are so fresh, huh? Like in the morning.
Ma'am, do we will do revision?
Yes,
Good
we are going
morning.
to do revision.
Okay, ma'am.
Today we can also
Ma'am,
do reading. Let's do a little reading today.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Are you saying something?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Children, yes,
Ma'am, of which chapter?
I'll tell you. Okay, first of all, you need to confirm that Ishan was there in the morning. Ishan, were you there in the morning during the exam time?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
No. Who is this Ishan? That's Adrika. Okay, children, I'm calling out names from the morning attendance. Please confirm me who all were not, who all were there. If I miss your name, please correct me.
Okay,
Bhavishya, Pratyush Gaur, Ishika Patel, Anjali Saxena, Samar, Divyang Premi, Divyanshu Dev, Afraz Ali. Afraz was there in the morning?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Muhammad Noor Alvi was there?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Afraz Ali. Adrika Johari, Pratishtha, Avni, Arushi, Imad, Devansh Chaudhary, Vedant, Anukal. Then we have Garv Agarwal, Ridyansh, Dhwani Kushwaha, who logged in by the name of K. Pushpendra. Was it Vivek?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It was
Ma'am,
Vivek.
Kumar Pushpendra. And ma'am, you didn't call out my name.
Whose name, beta?
Ma'am, Pratyusha.
No, Pratyusha. After Vivek, it's your name only. Pratyusha, Mehul Singh, and Swarnim Avasthi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Still, there are students who did not give. Ishant gave his exam. Ishant Gangwar. Does anyone know?
No, ma'am.
All right. Okay, students, everybody put your cameras on. Today, we are going to do the reading of all the chapters. One by one, you're going to read.
Ma'am, from starting.
Yes. Chapter 12 till chapter 14.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Chapter 12, India Physical Divisions.
Ma'am, can I read? Ma'am, which chapter?
Chapter 12, India Physical Divisions.
Ma'am, can I read? Ma'am, can I read?
Everybody will get a turn. Don't worry. Each one of you will have to read. Let's begin from Reyansh.
Okay, ma'am. India is divided into 6 geographical regions: the northern mountains, the desert region, the coastal region, the northern plains, the Deccan Plateau, and the islands. Northern mountains. In the northern part of India lies a huge mountain range called the Himalayas. The Himalayas have some of the highest mountain peaks in the world. These mountain peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. The highest mountain peak is Mount Everest in Nepal. Some of the states of India that are located in the region are Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and the northern part of West Bengal. The union territories located in this region are Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. The northern mountains can be divided into the Shivalik range, the lesser Himalayas, and the greater Himalayas. Some of the hills in the northeast are the Mizo Hills, the Khasi Hills, and the Garo Hills. The higher regions of the Himalayas receive snowfall and are very cold during winters. The lower regions are very cold in winter while the summers are cool. Tourists visit the hill stations such as Shimla, Nainital, Shillong, and Darjeeling in the summer. In the hilly regions of the northern mountains, evergreen trees such as pine, larch, and spruce are found in the lower regions. Trees such as deodar, chirpine, medicinal plants, and orchids are found. The hilly areas grow a variety of fruits such as oranges, apples, and pears. Wheat, maize, and potatoes grow here.
Very nice. Very nicely you read, Riyansh. Very good. Now next, Pratyusha Singh will read Northern Plains.
At the foothills of Himalayas are the flatlands called the northern plains. Many rivers like Ganga, the Yamuna, the Indus, and the Sutlej flow through these areas. The region is also called the Indo-Gangetic Plains. The river Brahmaputra flows through the flatland in Assam southwards to Bangladesh before flowing into the Bay of Bengal. The river brings them with them a fine soil called slit that makes the soil fertile. This is very good for growing crops and food. Many people live in these plains. Trees such as peepal, banyan, neem, shisham, and Ma'am, what is written in this?
Eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus grow here. The plains are usually very hot in the summer and very cold in the winter. Crops like wheat and rice grown here. The northern plains are thickly populated. Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, and Assam are situated in this region.
Very nice.
Ma'am,
Now we have Garv Agarwal. Garv Agarwal will read the desert region.
Okay, ma'am. The northeastern part of India
The
is dry
western, beta, western.
okay. The northwestern part of India is dry and sandy. This region gets little or no rainfall, hence hardly any time grows in this area. This is called the Thar Desert or the Great Indian Desert. It is very hot and dry in the summer and very cold in the winter. There are not too many people living in the desert region. The desert includes most of Rajasthan. The
And some parts of Gujarat.
government to bring water from river in Punjab to the Thar.
Beta, the Indira Gandhi Canal was built. You've missed this line. Yes, read out.
Of agriculture, cotton, oil, seeds, and millets are grown here. When the wind blows, it carries sand from one area to another, forming known as sand dunes.
Sand
The
dunes.
sand dunes. The vegetation growing here includes cactus and
Acacia.
acacia.
Okay. Bhavishya, where is your book? Why don't you have your book? Bhavishya, start your camera first. Where is your book?
Ma'am, my book is on my nani ghar.
Okay, very nice. So you're attending your class without your book. Tomorrow again, you have a class with me, right?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I
Yes,
don't want to
ma'am.
see you without your book. You should get it by tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, can
Then,
I read now?
yes.
The Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau has three parts. The
Samar,
Malwa
where is
Plateau,
your
the Chota
camera? I can't see you. Where are you?
Ma'am,
Is your camera not on? Samar, your signals are too weak. We can't hear you very clearly.
ma'am, can I read? No, ma'am, but here it is coming properly.
There it is coming properly, but here your voice is cracking and shaking. Speak one more time.
So, ma'am,
Speak
can
something.
I take my seat? Ma'am, now can I read?
Okay, start reading.
The Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau has three parts. The Malwa Plateau, the Chota Nagpur Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau. Many rivers flow through the Deccan Plateau. The Krishna, the Kaveri, and the Mahanadi and the Godavari flow from the west to the east. The Narmada and the Tapi flow from the east to the west. Cotton is widely grown here. It is very hot. It is very hot in the summer and cold in the winter. The Satpura and the Vindhyas are the two hill ranges that separate the Deccan Plateau from the northern plains. The Deccan Plateau is surrounded by water on three sides and the northern mountains on and the northern plains on one side. Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, and Telangana are the states of this region. A variety of trees grow here depending on the amount of rainfall the region receives. Thorny scrub forest and broadleaf trees are found in some regions.
Very nice. Then the coastal region, Adrika Johari.
The coastal region. The Deccan Plateau is bordered by the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. The eastern coastal plains lie between the Bay of Bengal and the Eastern Ghats. It is neither too hot nor too cold here. The four major rivers, the Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna, and the Kaveri, flow through this region. This region is suitable for rice cultivation. Therefore, it is also called the rice ball of India. These rivers flow into the Bay of Bengal. The climate is hot and humid in summer and winter is mild. The the southern part of this region receive rain during winter. The hilly regions are cooler than the plains. The western coastal plains lie between the Arabian Sea and the Western Ghats. The Narmada and the Tapi flow through this region. Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Odisha lie on the eastern side along the eastern coastal plains. Kerala Karnataka, Goa, and Maharashtra lie on the western side of the western coastal plains.
Very good. Then next, the islands. Divyanshu Dev.
The islands. There are two groups of islands in India: the Andaman and Nicobar Island in the Bay of Bengal and the Lakshadweep Islands in the Arabian Sea. The main crop grown here is rice. Coconut trees are many evergreen trees with wood climbers are found here. Ostrich and a variety of ferns are also found here. The island have a hot and humid weather. Winter are mid and region are very dense and attract many tourists.
Very nice. Now, moving on to the next chapter. Mohammed Imad, you have to start reading the next chapter.
13.
Chapter 13. Why skip 13? Chapter 13.
India is a land with many rivers. Some rise in the northern Himalayas, others have their source in the ranges in central or southern India. Most of these rivers have dams built across them to produce
Most of these rivers have
hydroelectric power for irrigation and also to provide water during the dry season. There are two kinds of rivers that flow through the land. The first kind has water throughout the year like the Ganga, the Yamuna and the Kaveri. These are called perennial rivers. The rivers that flow only during monsoon or rainy season are called non-perennial or seasonal rivers. The seasonal rivers are rain fed and have very little water during the summer and winter months, like the Tapi and the Narmada. Each river has a river basin, which is an area of land around it with streams running in it. Look at the map of India given on the next page showing the major rivers.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, can I rejoin the meeting because the screen is coming
what?
blank.
Can you do what?
Ma'am, can I rejoin again because the screen is
Yes,
coming
you
blank.
can log in. Okay, now whose turn?
Ma'am,
Anjali Saxena is left. Anjali Saxena, yes. Perennial rivers.
There are many rivers that flow through the Indo-Gangetic plains, forming a network of rivers. The Ganga rises in the Gangotri Glacier and the Yamuna rises in the Yamunotri Glacier in the Himalayas. Both rivers flow eastward through several states. The river Ganga, Yamuna and other rivers called the Saraswati all meet at Allahabad. This place where the three rivers meet is called Triveni Sangam. Many rivers like the Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak and the Son join the Ganga on its journey. The Betwa and Gandak rivers join the Yamuna river. The mighty Ganga, also called the Ganges, flows eastward entering Bengal. Some rivers before entering a sea branch out into smaller rivers forming a delta. The Hooghly River is a river branch of the Ganga and it enters the Bay of Bengal. The rest of the mighty rivers flow into the Bay of Bengal from Bangladesh The Ganga Delta is the largest delta in the world.
Good. Good. Now, students whose cameras are not on, I have not taken their names only. They have not got their turns to read. Ridyansh, reverse Chenab Satluj.
Rivers Chambal,
Chenab,
Sutlej, Ravi,
reverse Chenab,
Chenam, Sutlej, Ravi, and Jhelum flow through Jammu and Kashmir and join the river Indus that lies in the Himalaya and flows through Pakistan. As we move down the central India, we see two rivers, Tapi and Narmada, that rise in the Satpura and Vindhyal ranges. The Sabarmati River that rise in the Aravalli Hills flow through Gujarat westwards and enters the Arabian Sea. These rivers flow into the Arabian Sea in one stream called an estuary. They do not show down to give out branches. Can you guess why? I'm
Okay.
reading.
Next, Vedant.
Look at the map. Look at the map, and you will see the Mahanadi flowing through that one. The states of Madhya Pradesh and Odisha into the Bay of Bengal. The Krishna, Godavari,
Godavari.
Pennar, and Kaveri also flow through plateau region into the Bay of Bengal. The river Brahmaputra rises in the Himalayas, flow through Assam and then into Bangladesh, where it is known as Padma. And finally, entering the Bay of Bengal, all the major rivers flow into the Bay of Bengal except the Narmada, Tapi, Mahi, and Sabarmati that empty into the Arabian Sea. This is because the Indian landmass slopes eastwards. Rivers and their tributaries is a main channel of drainage and water supply in India. We must keep them clean.
Good. Now, Pratishtha Singh with the next chapter.
Ma'am, करना है.
Pratishtha has not got her turn now.
Okay.
Chapter 14, the Northern Mountains. We have learned that the Himalayas stretch from Jammu and Kashmir in the north to Arunachal Pradesh in the northeast of India. It is the highest mountain range in the world. The Himalayas consist of three perennial mountain ranges: the Himalaya, the Himachal, and the Shivalik. Importance of Himalayas. The Himalayas, the first point is the Himalayas act as a natural barrier and prevent the cold winds blowing from Central Asia to enter India. This keeps most of the states clean. Of the states
In India,
in India warm even during winters. The Himalayas stop the rain-bearing monsoon winds from going further north. Therefore, the northern mountain plains receive a good amount of rainfall. Then the next is most of the rivers that flow through North India have their sources in the Himalayas. They are a major source of water in the basin states and also make the plains fertile. The fourth and the last point is the forests of the Himalayan region have a variety of trees and is also home to many animals. They are also a source of large number of forest products.
That's all.
Ma'am,
That's all, beta. Now, is there anyone who is left to read? Nobody is
No,
left to
ma'am.
read. So again, let's start with Reyansh.
States and union territories of the Himalayan region: Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Meghalaya, Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, Nagaland, and Arunachal Pradesh are the states located in the Himalayan region. Some parts of West Bengal and Assam, especially the hilly areas, are also considered a part of Himalayan mountain range. Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir are the two union territories located in the Himalayan region. Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Jammu and Kashmir was the northernmost state of India. In August 2019, the state was bifurcated into two union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Jammu is its winter capital and Srinagar is its summer capital. A number of mountain ranges pass through this region, such as the Shivalaks, the Pir Panjal range, and the mountains in Ladakh, and Kargil, Indus, Chenab, Satluj, and Jhelum are some of the important rivers of Jammu. An extremely cold and dry climate, the mountains belt of Kashmir has very cold winters and warm summers. The vegetation of this
That's all,
region
beta.
depends.
That's all. That's all. Who read after Reyansh? It was Garv. Garv, you read after Reyansh?
ma'am, it is not clear.
My voice is not
Ma'am,
clear.
Ma'am, your voice is
Yes,
totally
ma'am.
clear.
Let me try.
Ma'am, teacher,
Now is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Okay.
ma'am.
Who read after Reyansh? Was it
ma'am,
Garv?
Pratyusha has read.
Ma'am,
After
Ma'am, I-
No,
Reyansh.
ma'am, Pratyusha.
Pratyusha.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Pratyusha, start.
Yes, ma'am. The vegetation of the region depends on the. Ma'am, what is it in this?
Depends on the altitude.
Altitude varying from evergreen, cinder, pine, and spruce trees in the hillsides and the valley to sparse vegetation in the Ladakh. Farming is an important occupation. Maize, rice, kidney beans, and the vegetables are grown. Fruits such as apple, figs, plums, apricots, peaches, and cherries, as well as nuts such as walnuts and almonds grown here. Saffron, an aromatic spice obtained from a flower,
Obtained
is
from
also
a
grown.
flower. Obtained.
Obtained from a flower is also grown in many parts of Kashmir. Ha- Handicrafts, furniture, woolens, and silk carpets, em- embroidered shawls, dress material, silk, saris, and fabric are some of the famous products of Jammu and Kashmir. Paper mache is a popular industry of the state. People speak different languages in different parts of the valley. Urdu and
That's
Urdu
all, beta.
and
That's all.
Kashmiri.
That's
Okay,
all.
ma'am.
Now whose turn?
Ma'am, girl. Ma'am, now girl's turn.
Girl, it's your turn, beta.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, Read
People
from the
speak, people speak different languages. Page number 92, talk.
ma'am. Pe- People speak different languages in different parts of the valley. Urdu and Kashmiri is spoken in most of the districts.
Most of the
Districts. Dogri is a language spoken in Jammu and
Jammu and
Ladakh.
Kashmir. Then
Jammu and Ladakh
Jammu and Ladakhi
in the Ladakh.
in the Ladakh
Kashmir
region.
Kashmir is a popular
Destination
destination for tourists. Some tourists live in houseboat on the Dell Lake or on and the Green Lake or other places of interest located in this state are the Vash-
Vaishno Devi
Ve-
Temple,
Vaishno Devi Temple,
the
the
Amarnath Cave,
cave, and the
Vular Lake.
Wular Lake. Many Kashmirs
Many Kashmiris drink a special tea,
drink a special tea called mm,
Kehwa,
tea, which is made in special tea
tea urn
trans
called
tea called mm,
samovars.
Yes. The most popular festivals are Mahashivratri and
And Eid.
P
Firan,
and Eid Piran a loose kurta for men and women is the traditional dress for Kashmir.
all right. Now whose turn?
Ma'am Summers.
Summer. Yes.
Himachal Pradesh. Shimla is the state capital of Himachal Pradesh. The rivers Chenab, Satluj, Bees, and Ravi flow through the state. The hilly regions are very cold and experience snowfall in the winter. The summers are pleasant. Coniferous trees such as fir, spruce, pine, deodar, and ferns form the natural vegetation of this region. A variety of fruits like apples, pears, plums, cherries, apricots, and peaches are grown in orchards.
Yes. Then his video is paused. Okay, whose turn was next?
Mama.
Yes, Adrika.
Ma'am, from maize, barley, rice, I have to read.
Yes.
Maize, barley, rice, and vegetables are also grown on the terrace hillside. Himachal is famous for its coolie shawl, waistcoats, and caps with colorful
Excuse me,
woven
ma'am.
borders and
Yes.
Ma'am,
Summer
I
beta.
got this.
Yes, there was some problem with your signals. You got disconnected. Now,
and
Okay, Adrika, continue
Ma'am,
better.
after
Summer, wait, you'll read afterwards. Now let Adrika read.
The most important festivals of this season is Dussehra. People speak Hindi, Punjabi, Kinnori, and Pahari. Long robes, shawls, and scarves are the traditional clothes of women. Men wear kurta pajama, jackets, and Himachali caps. Shimla, Kullu, Malali, and Dalhousie are very popular holiday destinations for tourists.
Yes. Now whose turn was it?
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am,
Devyanshu.
my turn.
Ma'am, now can I read?
Uttarakhand is, ma'am,
Yes, Uttarakhand is located.
Uttarakhand is located on the southern side of the Himalayan range. Dehradun is the capital city. This state became the 20th 27th state of India in November 2000 and was called Uttaranchal. It was later renamed as Uttarakhand in 2007. The highest region of Uttarakhand are covered with snow and glacier. The Gangotri Glacier, which is the source of the river Ganga, and the Yamunotri Glacier, which is the source of the river Yamuna, and both located in the state. The climate varies according the eventually from very cold higher region with snowfall to lower region with have a pleasant climate. The higher region have evergreen trees such as pine, sugar, oak, calendar, and chestnut. The lower region have sal, teak, shahnan, and dhak. Fish and ma'am, what is written here?
Rhododendron.
Rhododendron trees are also common in hilly.
Okay, that's all. Vedant, beta, is this how you attend your class? Huh? Look at your posture. Sit straight, take your book in your hand. Okay, Summer, you can continue rest of the paragraph.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, but Summer, if your signals
The
go,
hilly
then
region.
please, the next student will get the turn. Okay?
The
Again,
hilly
see
region
some.
is Bali and rice.
Ma'am, I cannot hear the voice of Summer properly.
Yes, Summer, beta, today there is some problem with your signals.
Yes.
Otherwise, your signals are always fine. Today there is some problem. Okay, whose turn was it next? Whose turn? Forgotten? Who read after Devyanshu? It was Imad.
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am.
Then read.
Yes, ma'am.
in the hilly region, maize, barley, and rice are grown on
Terraced fields.
terrace fields. Fruit are also grown in some regions. People speak Hindi, Kumaoni, Garhavali, and other Pahari language. Local handicrafts are made of wood too. Tourism is a very important industry in Uttarakhand. There are many
Pilgrimage
pilgrimage
sites.
like Badrinath,
From the class
Kedarnath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, and Hemkund.